Hi, my name is Dale Turner, and I teach a variety of acoustic and electric rhythm guitar styles at Hollywood's Musicians Institute. And that passage I was just plucking through is a figure similar to Ani Difranco's Sorry I Am from her Not a Pretty Girl album. And what we're going to look at today, actually, kind of in celebration of her over 2 decades of independent music making, is look at 4 different acoustic guitar pieces of hers, using only 2 tunings. I'm assuming if you're an Ani Difranco fan, you know that she has basically countless tunings. So to make it kind of doable here for our situation, we're going to just focus on a couple of tunings. This particular tuning I'm in right now is Dad Gad, which she uses for a few songs, 2 which we'll look at today. Of course, Sorry I Am, as well as another one called If He Tries Anything. But first we're going to open up with a couple that just involve detuning the top string down to D and using a capo here at the 3rd fret. And again, the main emphasis actually also of this column will be covering her variety of adventurous plucking hand patterns. So we'll kind of go into detail with some of that as well. All right, so to detune your high E string down a whole step to D, some people refer to this as reverse drop detuning. You could just hit your 12th fret harmonic of the D string and detune your high E string to match it. After that, that'll give you this. All you need to do is put your capo on the 3rd fret and you'll be good to go. And of course, you should always retune all 6 strings of your guitar once you put the capo on, because usually clamping a capo on your strings will make everything go a little bit sharp. So I've already fixed that. Okay, we're going to now look at 2 songs, As Is and 32 Flavors, both of which use this tuning and capo configuration. The first one, As Is, I'll walk you through the chord shapes, but first I want to explain something to you if you're not already aware. In guitar notation, when you put a capo on the guitar, generally the capo position is regarded as the nut. So, for example, this first chord here, which you probably know is very similar to just a B-flat bar chord, is actually going to be described in tab as if this was the 10th fret. So that might be kind of confusing for you since we're so high up on the neck. What I'm going to actually do is just describe the chord shapes as what they are physically. It'll probably be easier for you to put this together. So let's kind of take a close-up look at the chords right now. Here we go. This first one, as I mentioned, very similar to a B-flat major bar chord like this, except you want to individually fret each note and then allow the open D string to ring in the middle like this. The next one is very similar to a B-flat with a D in the bass, except you're going to, again, allow the open D string to ring throughout. And that's actually going to be the case for all 4 chords in this. So we got this right here. Then up here on the 6th fret, which would actually be numbered as 1, 2, 3 because of the tab nut relationship, actually an E-flat chord, this time with the middle 2 strings ringing. So you got your pinky here on the 8th fret, index finger on the 6th fret. Move up a whole step and grab an almost complete F bar chord, but again with the open D string ringing. Those 4 chords we're going to use now with a right hand plucking pattern we're going to get a closer look at. All right, so what we got here, and also with some of the upcoming examples, is a little more aggressive right hand approach that Ani uses when she plays these older songs of hers live. A lot of classic cuts here. When she plays solo, meaning she's just playing by herself, accompanying herself on acoustic guitar. So because of that, she's filling in a little bit on beats 2 and 4 with a percussive smack like this. Since she doesn't have a drummer when she's totally playing solo. So to walk you through this exact maneuver here, which you're going to actually use for all 3 chords, you're going to double up the bass note with the thumb, then pluck the top 2 strings by themselves with your index and middle fingers, and then come back and smack. The trick is you want to make sure that when you smack your hand into the guitar strings, your fingers end up touching the strings you're about to pluck. That kind of thing. Index on the G string, and then the thumb on the 4th string. Maybe it'll help if you just look at it like this. Basically, that's the pattern we're going to use for all 4 chords in this in the style of as-is song. Okay, so here's this example at slow tempo, using, of course, the changing chords and our new plucking hand approach. 3, 4. And here's our as-is example at regular speed. 1, 2, 3, 4.